Good day, guys and gals. Mr. Ronney Braun. I left without saying goodbye yesterday. My phone still only allows me to text in the sideways position on the phone. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't use my phone, so I don't know what anything. I don't have anything to suggest. Now, how can I get that up a little higher? Let me go full screen here for myself so I can see a little better. The text to be a little bit better. There we go. So today is my last live stream from Mexico. Next live stream will be from Canada again, back home. Oh, well, that's not quite necessarily true. I may do a pop-up because I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I leave on Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 more days. I might do a pop-up, but then I've got to make sure I get all my stuff packed up that I have. I didn't purchase anything extra, so there's no extras I have to take. I was pretty full when I came here, so I don't know how that's going to all work. I should be able to get it all back in the suitcases. I'm going to have 3, one big one to put on the inside, like underneath an airplane, inside the luggage compartment, and then carry-on I'll have 2. One for up top and one for like below your feet. You're allowed to do that. So that's what I will have. No more. That's strange that EV Mux would stay like that, just non-moving. I didn't know I was going to have internet this morning either. When I woke up this morning, I had no internet at all. Well, it said I was connected, and yet it wouldn't do anything, either on my computer or my phone. Didn't matter where. Stream Elements is running. Yes, great. Thank you. So roughly, there will be one last live stream. For sure on that one. I'm not quite too sure on the rest, but okay, let's move this up a little higher and see what's going on here. Okay, let's transition that over there. That'll bring that up a little bit better so you can see the words. Maybe Stream Elements got nothing to do with the only way you can communicate with Stream Elements is type in an exclamation point and then a word. It's just a bot that sits in the background waiting for somebody to type in, "Hello, Mr. Bot." No, I don't think it's got anything to do with the internet at all. I think it's the phone thing. Uh, Learn anything new in Mexico? Any conspiracies? Saving any Mexican videos for later. I'll have Mexican. I'll have footage from Mexico here until for another couple of months. Maybe most of the summer. I'll have to put in a few other videos from when I get maybe my trip back. I'll put that in early. But I've got March and April videos yet to put up. March has about 20 videos. April has about 20 videos. So that's 40 videos I got to put out yet. And if I put them out at once every 2, 3 days, that's 80 days. That's 90 days worth of videos. That's 3 months. Some might not be worthy of going up. Some have more that like Escaret is going to have like part 1, 2, 3. That was an all-day excursion and lots of stuff there. So lots of video coming out about that. That should be interesting. Was kind of going through a little bit of it today to find out what's on there, what's available. The inside and outside of your house, just so you can look at it in life. Yeah, I do have a full video of the inside. The outside is not, well, I have maybe some drone footage from the outside, but the inside, I went around. When I first got here, I went around and videoed the whole thing to make sure that I'm not responsible for anything that's happened. Like if there's a broken thing here or there, or something wrong, then I have it videotaped from when I first came. So I do have video of the whole place, which is nice. So how come there? That's two things that I was thinking about. Like a phone doesn't have a dial thing anymore. There's no more dial like this. It's touch tone. So yet when a lot of people say that they're going to dial you, you know, uh, dial your phone with this number. So it's not. There's no more dialing. And the other one was uh, video, like you just were saying here, videotape. Or I got that on tape. Well, it's not tape. It's a SD card that has the digital data on it. There's no tape anymore to video. But everybody always says, "Well, I got that on video, or I got that on tape, or I'll tape that. Just hang on." And it's like the old. Oh yeah, I can fly my new, not my new. I can fly the Mini 3 now with my Avata goggles. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to go out this afternoon and do some test flying. The software was updated, or the firmware, and now allows you to connect your drone to your goggles. And the goggles that I have came with the Avata. So the Avata had this controller and the goggles. And you can fly not with this controller. There's a new controller out, which has, you can, the button here goes in and it also comes out. which means it goes in reverse. When you pull it outwards, it'll go in reverse. This one doesn't go in reverse like that. It's a little more tricky to fly in reverse. I don't know why you want to fly in reverse anyways, because you can't, there's no sensors in the back and you can't see behind you. So flying backwards is totally useless in my opinion, unless you're line of sight looking at it. But that's why you're wearing the goggles. So I guess if you are flying and you're coming up to something and you don't want to go there, you go backwards a little bit and turn and then carry on. But going backwards is irrelevant to me. But you can fly with the new controller 2 and the goggles on the Mavic Mini 3 Pro, which is cool because being in the goggles is way different than flying on the app on the screen. Because you're inside the drone, then when you're flying, when you're coming towards yourself, the controls are, they're still backwards, but you don't feel it like they're backwards, because when you're inside the drone and you turn this way and that way, it's like you're sitting in behind it, so you know which way that. And yet, if you take the goggles off and look at the drone, I always have like up and down is the same. Push up the stick, it goes up and down, but left and right is different. When you go left, you have to push the joystick right, and when you go right, you have to push the joystick left when it's coming towards you. And I'm pretty dyslexic. I have to think about it. When I put up a video, what should I call it on YouTube? If it's not technically a video. Yeah. Yeah, right. It's not technically a video anymore. Yeah, good question. Hey, there's Michael. How you doing there, Michael? Hi, nice to have you come in. I know you probably can't make it on Sundays, but that's good. I almost couldn't make it myself. Uh, my Wi-Fi wasn't working until just half an hour ago. So when I got up this morning, I had no Wi-Fi on the computer, no Wi-Fi on the phone, and yet it said on the computer I was connected. But when I tried to do anything, it wouldn't go on internet at all. My phone wouldn't connect to anything. So then I knew it was a router problem or whatever, a server problem, and not a computer problem. But then I rebooted a couple times the computer, and the phone didn't help. Then one time I just tried it and it worked. So, and it's been working now. I did a speed test. Everything looks. The speed test says you're good. You're working pretty fast. So, and this is probably the fastest Wi-Fi I've seen in a long time. Yes, Michael, love you as well. Thank you for taking the time and popping by. And Mr. Ronney Braun was probably sitting in the background there waiting for me to come on. He just seemed. I just turned it on, and what do you know? I came on about 5 minutes early, I think, than what I had set the thing for. Like, let's just see here. What? It's now, well, 9 minutes after 12, 10 minutes after 12, and I've been on for 15 minutes. I came on 5 minutes, 6 minutes early, which is okay. That'll work. So 4 more days, and we're back to Alberta. It's that layover I got in Calgary. overnight. I get to Calgary at 9:30 at night, and then I have a layover until 9 o'clock the next morning. So I've got a 12-hour wait, and it's like, I mean, when you're paying, like, there are some hotels right at the airport. They're like $200 or $300 a night. How can anybody afford to stay in a hotel for $300 a night, and you're only in there for, like, if I 11 hours? Like, wow. I leave I leave Cancun at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I get to Calgary at 9:30 at night. Five and a half, just about a 6-hour flight. 5 hours and 50 minutes. I'm surprised at those airplanes, how they can fly like that long a period of time. And the amount of fuel they burn up, you wouldn't think they could last that long. And they fly over the ocean, which is like more than 12, 16-hour flights. Like, holy. Yeah, I leave on the 5th here, which is a Friday. And I actually get back to my hometown on Saturday, just at 10 o'clock, just before noon. I did have it booked for same flight. Like, I would leave here at Cancun at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I get to Calgary, and then it was just like a 1 hour layover, and then you take the Calgary flight to Medicine Hat, and I would get to Medicine Hat at midnight. But they sent me an email. They bumped me from my flight. They said they give it to someone else. I had been booked 6 months ago with that flight. I don't know why they bumped me, but WestJet does what they do, and they just put me on a later date, or a later time with both flights. Same kind of flight, premium, first class, not first class, but a premium where you get a good meal, and that's what I had. Uh, that's what I had set up the first time, and they give me the same, but I don't know why they bumped my flight. That's kind of strange, but that's okay. I leave on the 5th, and I get home on the 6th. Yeah. So something's going on upstairs. Uh, Benny, we're supposed to go out for something to eat tonight. Tonight. And he just had a baby born just a couple days ago. So anyway, what do we got happening out there today? Anybody doing anything of interest today? I thought the air conditioner was on. Maybe it wasn't. And now that I have my new firmware on the setup on the drone, I can now fly both of my drones with the Avata goggles, which is nice. I think it's, you see, I've always had problems. Ever since my first drone is seeing what the drone sees in the either in the phone or the tablet or whatever you use, because in the sunlight, not even in the sunlight, just in the daylight, you see nothing but reflections from the phone or the tablet for what's behind you. So if there's just sky behind you, it's a blue, it's too bright. And if it's trees and stuff, what behind you, buildings, it's just you see the buildings. You don't see the what you're flying in. So that was just horrible. Ron Darrell, picking quail eggs right now. Oh, cool. I just boiled up half a dozen eggs just yesterday. I like what's the proper term? Deviled egg sandwich or egg sandwich? With the mayonnaise, the mustard, and salt and pepper. I like those sandwiches. I'm not really supposed to be eating eggs. There's something about eggs that some people say, oh, you shouldn't be eating eggs. And then another group of people say, well, the eggs, they're loaded full of beautiful stuff that one of nature's greatest foods. Lots of protein, it's not necessarily the cholesterol and what have you. Your body makes its own cholesterol. And like same thing with salt. Yeah, too much salt is probably not good for you either. But the thing with salt is if you eat more than what your body can intake, it just goes out in your urine anyway. You just pee it out. It doesn't hang around. So salt is one of your least worries. For me, hang on, I gotta get the door. We'll see what's up. What's happening. Good day, good day.
What's up here?
Huh?
Like a beer?
Oh yeah, it's coming along.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to go grab something or what? Have you ate already?
No,
So you want to get something?
I've been trying to get a hold of Mark, but he's a busy guy, so he probably won't come.
What do you feel like eating? Some shrimp, right?
Shrimp. You know I don't like shrimp thing.
That's something, man.
Yeah.
So what's up? You want to go eat something?
Whenever you want to. Like,
We just ordered a different shirt.
yeah, I gotta put it some different, and then say goodbye to the friends.
Oh, here right now.
Okay. Okay, boys and girls. I guess I'm gonna have to actually. Quail eggs don't. Chicken eggs hurt my stomach. Quail eggs don't. Oh, really? Quail eggs must have a. Well, quails are more like. I know they're domesticated, but they're more like a wild bird, not as opposed to chickens. Chickens are mostly tame birds. I mean, they must have been wild. They're wild in some countries, but I think because if you have something that's wild, like look at the difference between a deer and a cow. A cow is so docile that it's out in the field there and it's eating, and along comes a wolf. Well, it doesn't even know how to run away, whereas a deer is gone like a shot. They're the same kind of animal. It's just wild, but it's more lean and it's muscular and it. So, anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to have to head out to a bite to eat with my friend here. He wants to take me out for something to eat, so I thought I might as well go out and have a bite. We only got 4 more days here. I've only been out with what's his name twice, Benny, and he works like 6 days a week. Well, not early, but from about 9:30 till not 10 at night. So he works quite long. So, guys, unfortunately, we're going to have to call the live stream an end. And thank you guys for all popping in. And as usual, I love you all. And thank you for spending the time out of your day. Mr. Ronney Braun here was first in the house again, like usual. Unbelievable. And I'd like to stick around and talk with you guys for a little bit, but I'm therefore going to have to do a pop-up. I got 4 more days, and I'll have to do a pop-up before I go, because my next actual Sunday live is going to be not next week, because I'll be getting back home on Saturday, and I want to relax for a day. So next Sunday I won't be on. The Sunday after that, and then I have to figure out all the Wi-Fi stuff, because I have to go where, at the park near where there is Wi-Fi, and I'll be in my vehicle and not like a house like this is, where this is excellent Wi-Fi here, like fast. So, and what do you know, Karen? Just lurking. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for lurking, Karen. How you feeling these days? You feeling all right? Um, just wondering how you're doing. Been thinking about you, anyways. My fellow Canadians, really close fellow Canadians too. So, anyways, sorry about that, guys. I have to change my clothes, and we'll head out for a bite to eat. And I might even do a pop up later on tonight or something, what have you, or the next few days here. Doing great, thanks. It's safe to come home. Summer is here. Summer's finally arrived, did it? It usually takes a little while on the prairies there. Sometimes it was quick in Vancouver. Spring happens in April. It's the leaves are, the trees are pink, the petals are pink, and they fall to the ground, and the whole road is just a pink colored road. But anyways, good to hear that summer has finally arrived, or at least getting that way. 20-degree weather in Medicine Hat, which is nice. Beautiful, beautiful. So I have to get myself turned around and start liking the idea that I'm going home, because I'm hating and dreading the thought of going home back to Alberta. I'm going to make a video on what I'm going to miss when I leave. And I've been thinking about that a lot, and I think I'm going to miss everything. I'm going to miss even the things that I didn't like in the first place, like the garbage in the streets, the way the roads and the sidewalks are built. There's nobody fixing anything, and they're all just bumpy, and that bothered me at first. But now it's going to be something I'm going to miss. Not that I'm going to trip over anything, but there's going to be a lot that I miss. A lot of little things, not necessarily the big things, like you go to Chichen Itza, Xcaret, Isla Mujeres, any of those places. The big things, yeah, you can go and see those, but it's the little things, the people that I miss. I'm going to miss. Um, Actually, there's friendly people here. That's simply amazing. How they, now that I know their lifestyle a little more, how they struggle to make ends meet compared to Canada. I mean, even though we have our cost of living is higher, yes, our wages are 8 times more than they are in Mexico here. 8 times. A Mexican makes $15 a day. In Canada, in Alberta, they make $15 an hour. And if you work 8 hours a day, that's 8 times as much money as a Mexican makes in one day. Like, holy. So, anyways, guys, gotta run. We'll catch you guys all either later tonight or on the next one. Stay awesome, and I love yous all. If nobody's told you they loved you today, I am the first. I love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Stay awesome.